There we go. We're here. I like to think that we're here. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
We're here.
Yes, we're here.
Okay.
Good. Oh, sorry, everybody. That was an absolute mess up. My fault entirely. Have I got an apron? I haven't got an apron. I haven't even got it. You've got you on. You're not even on.
Oh.
Come on. I'm bad enough as it is. No, there's no apron. It's got nothing up here. You can tell we haven't been here for a couple of weeks, can't you?
Everything's everywhere. Right, can you hear
Can you
hear me? AB, no, yes, he's still faffing a bit.
Pardon?
I said you were faffing.
Faffing, it's been crazy, yes. It's a, hello.
You do tend to faff, it's your favourite thing to do.
It's my favourite thing to do.
After
Good.
making jewellery and teaching jewellery and doing
Good,
jewellery.
recording. I'm not even going to bother even trying to do that. Good day, sorry to mess you all around. This is the problem, isn't it? You schedule a stream and you do it on your mobile, and it expects you to do it on your mobile, which is a pain. So that's the reason why we've come in.
This has happened before, though.
This happened once before, I think. Yes, and we didn't learn then.
No, let's not let it happen again.
And it happened. So many apologies for that, and thank you for all popping over onto this little stream and this good afternoon. Sorry, everybody. Really do apologise. It's been manic, isn't it? And it's so good to be back. It seems like at the moment, 1 week we have a Q&A, then there's something else happening, then we don't have a Q&A, then we come back, then it's a workshop, and then it's a bank holiday, then it's a Q&A. Next week is a bank holiday, so we're not going to be here again, but we're here the week after.
There's been lots of other things happening though, isn't there? We've had a grandchild and we've had a funeral and... So a couple of other things were in the mix as well.
Yes, we're not necessarily out enjoying ourselves all the time. No, we do have... And unfortunately, it all happened to be on a Monday. So really do apologise for all that. So as long as you can all hear us, that is brilliant. So the last time we were here, we were doing a workshop on Sealass. Really, really good. Really happy with that. You can tell we haven't been here. We've still got all the samples that we did for the Sealass workshop here. So that was the one of the Sealasses. This was another one of the Sealass that we did. And this is another one that we did on an at the bench. And we showed you how you could drill Sealass, drill holes right the way through Sealass using the diamond drills and the diamond tipped burrs. And we've shown you how that we can bezel set. This is one we did live on the workshop. A lovely rippled effect, and as we said, we drilled these as well. And there's that little guy there as well. And we've shown you how close you can drill to the edge of the glass. That workshop now, I'm pleased to say, is live on At The Bench. If you want to go and view it and you're a paid member of At The Bench, that workshop is free. It is included in your membership. If you want to go and see it, it's £25 for it's a 2.5-hour workshop. So if you want to go and see that, buy it. It's only £25 for 2.5 hours instruction. That was my phone going off.
Everyone who saw it said it was brilliant. Everybody
it was good, wasn't it? And the best thing about these live workshops is that they are absolutely live. There's no, oh, it didn't work, I'll redo it. It's all just as it comes, isn't it?
Yes.
So we really did enjoy that workshop, and thank you to everybody who purchased the tools as well. If you still want to purchase the tools, you are more than welcome to. We've got plenty of the diamond plates in because we didn't have enough. Absolutely had to reorder twice to get all those diamond plates. We've got the diamond tip burrs from Birch. We've also got the diamond coated drills as well. So thank you to everybody who purchased with the discount. Discount is no longer available. It's only for those people who watch the workshop live. Good. I'm a bit close on this one, so I'm just going to alter this particular camera a second here.
Okay.
Anything else we need to say, Louise?
Yeah, I've got a few things to show you, but do you want some questions first?
Yes, I'm just trying to get this camera in position here. First of all, there we go. Cool. Okay. Good. So it's Q&A time. It is Monday the 28th of April, nearly May, flying by. Oh, Okay, cool. So I was just looking at the monitor that I got in front of me.
Yeah, good. This is what I've got to show you.
Excellent.
I'm hoping...
If I say, should we have a question? Are you ready with a question or not? No?
Hang on, I think there were questions on the old stream.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. Fire away then, Louise. What questions have we got?
Louise. Hiya, Louise. We've missed you all. Oh, we've missed you too. We have, haven't we? We
have.
seen it the other day.
Absolutely.
When doing a collet setting, when doing a collet setting, do you need a drill to drill a seat? If so, what shape drill?
You use a burr, and when you say collet, a collet can mean a tapered bezel. Okay, that could be a collet. Okay, a tapered bezel like that, or a collet could be one that is with cutouts for claws. Just let me know which one you mean, because they're slightly different. So is it a bezel, a tapered bezel, or is it one with claws? Let me know, and I can then answer it definitely yes. Yes, Lou.
There was some confusion about the start time. Did we cock up the time as well?
Of what? No, 4 p.m.
Yeah, but were we right or were we wrong?
Yeah, we were right.
Starting at 4:50 and not 4. When does BST? Did we do anything funny with the time as well? Let me know, guys. I'm not sure. There was... Yeah, I think there were some questions in the chat about timing.
Okay.
It says it will start in 55 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, something gone wrong. We'll have to look.
I won't do it on my mobile again.
I think it's because you did it on your mobile. Yeah, you were trying to be quick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it says it'll start in 51 minutes. I think your phone must still be on.
I don't think so. It was my error. It was human error.
Oh,
I admit,
you were wrong,
I admit it was human error. Me.
I've got my diary to write that down.
Me being a human, it was my error.
Okay, we'll forgive you. It's okay.
Oh, thank you. Very kind.
Okay, yeah, it was a mistake. There we are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Question. Christine had to Google the word faffing. It's a good word. Right, okay, I think I caught up with the old stream. Let's go back to the new. Good. Okay. Good. Janet's saying, can you use the slab that my husband uses to sharpen his chisels for wet and dry stone for Sealass shaping? Yeah,
I would have thought so. Usually they are Arkansas or Arkansas, as it's spelt. So it's usually an Arkansas stone. Yes, you can. Make sure it is lubricated, because what you don't want to do is have all that glass dust impregnating the stone. So as long as you put some oil, usually oil with that particular type of stone. So yes, get some oil on it over the surface, use the stone and get your glass, and you can still use it at all. You can use any type of chisel sharpening, knife sharpening stone. We like to use the diamond plates because they don't wear. You won't wear grooves into them. So if you do use a natural stone, just don't go up in the one little area, because you make it slightly dipped. Make sure you go over the whole area, usually in a figure of 8 motion like that, just so you wear away the stone evenly.
Can you resurface the Arkansas stone?
I would have thought you could. I thought you could pat them flat to get it completely flat again. But yeah, that's just why we use diamond plates. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
We've got ads. Oh, you're blooming joking. Oh, sorry, Andrew.
I was definitely rushing just now.
Oh, sorry, guys. Right, we're gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna make a note.
Can we get it off now?
Well, this is the thing. We haven't put them on.
Delay ads. There we go.
Right.
Delay ads.
But it says insert ads.
Delay.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll just keep delaying.
Delay for 10 minutes, then we'll delay again.
When 10 minutes is up, and I'll delay again. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Moonshine.
Oh, thanks
No,
very much.
yeah.
That's acceptable from a guy.
A woman would have to buy drinks all round to be forgiven. No. Do you want to see some pictures?
Go on
I do
then.
need that lead.
Let's have a look. What the one down by you by there?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted you to get up, really.
Get
Which
off
one
of
is it
me.
here? This one here.
That
Okay.
is correct.
So,
Correct.
I had an email from David. Are you here, David? Yes, you are. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Who said, on the last Q&A, I mentioned casting into spaghetti and split peas. We were talking about that, do you remember?
That's right, yes.
It was a while ago now. Sorry, I've had this for a little while. And I asked David to send some photographs. So yeah, there were a few pictures. The single photograph in the file came out. Casting has lines. I think I'll just show you the footage. Let me get the information up on here. And if you do have questions, David is fortunately in the chat. Not yet.
It's okay.
So, is that a little person on the side? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Can I see? Can I show?
Yeah, I just. Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm guessing this one is the spaghetti cast. Isn't it cool?
Oh man, that's really good.
Yeah. Is the person on the pendant or in the picture?
Can you zoom in?
I don't know. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I like
the
that.
single photograph in the file came from the thought that as the casting has lines, it would look good on a sky background. Oh, and it's the Photoshop. That's cool. I love it. Okay, we'll have the next one. I'm not sure whether we can have the sound because this video did have some lovely music, but I don't think it's going to.
Well, we can certainly see, can't we?
Yeah. So this is obviously David's setup
May I
with.
show for that one?
Oh yeah, I thought you were. Sorry.
No, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gone off.
No, it hasn't.
Oh, it's my fault.
That's okay. It'll play again.
There we go.
Photoshop. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't notice the little person when I opened it the first time. That's really
so what
cool.
we've got here, Reece, explain it to us.
Oh, David, what have we got here? We've got a little setup, a photography setup, I guess.
Oh,
haven't we?
okay,
Which
so
is,
lights out the
yeah,
side
which is
with a
really
bit
clever.
of tissue in front to diffuse it.
Yeah.
And the necklace is spinning round.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah, fabulous. Okay, and
I like that.
Yep, just come off that, please, if you would. So this is obviously now you can, yep, please do.
There we go.
What a clever way to.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Background's good as well. Okay,
Fabulous, isn't
so
it?
let's go back to the video of the setup. Now we can see what that looks like.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the setup?
We can.
Let me know when you're on and I will go onto it.
Just, memento, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Meccano.
Can we zoom in on that?
Do you know, I thought it looked like Meccano.
Can we zoom in on that though so I can see? I can't even see that, you see. It's too small for me. Aha.
Here we are. Where are we? How cool. I think that's so clever.
I like that.
I would never think of something like that. I think that is
The gears on the
absolutely,
top.
that is so brilliant.
Very good. I like that.
I love
Very
it.
clever.
Thank you so much.
I could never have I was never allowed metal Meccano when I
Why
was
not?
a child. Parents said I'd lose all the little bits. But I think it's because they couldn't afford it. To be honest. So I had
bless.
plastic Meccano and they were big pieces like that. But I used to
Yeah.
make lovely big cranes and bridges and all sorts
They're
of
just all
things like-
massive because you wouldn't
Yeah,
have the.
massive, yeah. I wasn't allowed the metal Meccano. It was too small fiddly. I'd lose it all.
Oh, bless you.
That was the excuse.
Here we are. Well, you
But-
could have been making.
But my parents were very
Oh, anyway, brilliant. Thank you, David.
Didn't have
That
much-
is so clever.
didn't
I
have
love
much
it.
money when I was young.
Oh,
Very good. I do like that. It's very good actually.
I've got some more, but we'll have some more questions.
All right,
but I've got
brilliant.
some other really cool stuff to show you too.
Good.
Right. So That's great. Thank you very much. Okay.
It's a tapered bezel. Okay, Louise says it's tapered bezel.
Okay.
Okay, so tapered bezel, yes, you still should have a seat for the stone to sit on. Otherwise, the stone, in theory, can still rock back and forth. So, because the wall, I'll draw it, there we go. Because the wall now is tapered, this is the one side of the wall here, what I would be inclined to do is to use a straight-sided setting burr, which looks like that, okay? And there's teeth down there, and then there's teeth going down to there. So I would use that to come in here to then cut out that shape. So what I tend to do is use this as a guide when you're burring out this groove that goes all the way around, and I would make a seat that size for the stone to sit on. If you eyeball it and make sure that when you are using the burr, for instance, the burr is here, okay, there's my burr. When you eyeball it, get the top of the collet, the top of the bezel to this height. And if you keep the top at this height here, as we got here, you will ensure that your seat that you're going to be cutting, because that's where the metal is, that is going to be equal height. And then you can eyeball the top of this bezel to the top of the burr, and then you can get a nice even seat. That is how I would do it. The problem that you would have, some people say don't do that way, so these are better. Use a 90-degree setting burr, okay? So some people will say to use a 90-degree setting burr, but the problem is it's very hard to gauge where you're going to put this edge here in the metal because you've got no real reference. Plus, if you did that, because that's where your burr is, yeah, there's your burr there, the stone has to try and click into this area here because then this is what is going to be left, okay? Plus, if the stone just sort of fits in, okay, like this, the metal here is going away from the stone, so you're going to have a hard job trying to bezel set it and push this over onto the stone. Whereas if it was square, like that, if it was square and the stone now sits in here, you've got this to be able to push over onto the stone. If you're stuck with this, it's not going to work. So always use a straight-sided setting burr, cut a seat down. You may find that this metal here is too thick to push over, so perhaps get a file and just file a bit of a flat on the outside so your metal wall here is a lot thinner, so you should be able to perhaps tap that over onto the stone that way. Or if your bezel, if your collet wall is really thick like this, set it as you would a flush setting and get your burnisher here and burnish this edge here over onto the stone, but don't worry about trying to move this. You know, you push in this direction, you push here, the metal here burnishes over onto the stone. So you can treat it as a flush set if the wall was thick. A long answer, but I hope that makes sense.
Good. Okay.
Yes, Lou.
I'm going to show you now.
Oh.
I'm going to show you now. Sandra's sent me an email during the Sealass workshop, which we did last week. Was it last week or the week before last? Yeah, I've lost all track of time. We were talking about shaping and sea glass.
Yes, cutting sea glass.
So let me get you the...
Yep.
Sandra sent me this wonderful idea.
Okay. Tell me when.
When? So this is, what you're looking at here is a little plastic container with a wet sponge inside that always keeps the diamond wheel wet.
Nice.
The flex shaft is in a vise. The lid provides a table to hold the glass flat while shaping. It's only a slight modification to cut into the container to make way for the diamond wheel.
Very good.
How cool is that? And I've been asked to credit Little Metal Foxes for the idea.
Love that.
Yeah, we love Little Metal Foxes. It's Jennifer, Julia and Helen. Yeah, their Tooltip Tuesdays are fabulous. So yeah, they're really good. So yeah, it's cool. I love it. Thank you. Okay.
Very good. I like that. Very good indeed. Excellent.
Good.
Back on Louise.
Back on me. There was a little bit more.
Okay.
But before we go into that, I am just going to show you Victoria's big sea glass haul. Look at this.
Can I show?
Please do.
Oh, wow.
Victoria said, I've really got back into sea glass since the workshop.
Cool.
Thanks to you guys. I love it.
When was
That's
that one? Was
awesome.
that in one visit?
This, last Wednesday. Where? I know Victoria lives near the coast.
Okay.
So I don't want to say where, obviously, but
perhaps she just doesn't want to tell us.
maybe. Yeah.
Perhaps she doesn't want to tell us where she found all
that. Would you
that.
tell if you had to? Well, mind you, there's lots there, isn't there? Isn't it cool? Some really nice bits and pieces there.
We went to a beach down Devon way, Dorset, when we were down towards Falmouth, weren't we? Didn't we?
Yeah.
There's about 8 or 9 beaches down that area that have an amazing amount of sea glass. And we went down there and it wasn't very nice. It was a bit grey and overcast, but every step you took, you were constantly picking up sea glass. And I was so impressed with that. And there was somebody else on the beach as well picking it up. She was picking up enough and we were picking up enough as well, weren't we?
It was so much. I can't remember where that was.
Loads and loads.
What was the beach called?
I can't remember.
It was known for sea glass.
It was, yes.
And I'm not. If I could remember, I tell you, I swear, but I just can't remember. Where were we? Near Falmouth?
We were in Falmouth, and then we drove east. We went through that lovely town.
I'll see if I can.
Do you want the name's gone?
I'll see if I can.
I just googled it.
Did you Google it?
I just googled it. Yes.
Just now?
No. I know.
Oh.
But I googled it at the time, and I found best beaches for sea glass, and it came up. But I have no idea where.
Okay.
Good. What are we doing now?
What are we doing now? I'm going to show you Victoria's box of marbles because these are really cool.
Okay.
One moment.
One moment, please.
Here we are. There we are. So, are we ready? Go. Look at these, how lush. I love these. I love these so much. I'd love to find some marbles.
You found them on the beach, did you?
Yeah.
Cool.
My sister's found marbles, but she spends a lot of time sea glass hunting, yeah. They're lovely, aren't they?
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. And what I really wanted to show you was...
Yes.
Oh, nope. This.
Can I?
Nope.
Give it a nod.
Go.
Wow, that's an impressive collection, isn't it?
Isn't it cool? But I just love the organisation. I'd love to be that organised.
That's why I was sorting my collection out when on the live, wasn't I? Showing how to sort it out, put it into shapes, put it into sizes, put it into colours. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. They are wonderful.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Excellent.
Shall we have some more questions?
Please.
Mary Ann is saying, what are your thoughts about fabricated prongs as opposed to cast prongs?
Obviously, when it comes to fabricating, the claws or the prongs are going to be a lot stronger. When it comes to cast prongs, there is a tendency for them to be slightly more brittle. They're likely to snap, and if you had a way of measuring the strength of a fabricated claw prong to a cast prong, you would find the fabricated one to be a lot stronger and a lot better than a cast one. But it depends upon the situation, depends upon what you want to do, and depends upon your ability to fabricate these prongs and these settings. Sometimes it's easier to call up a casting company to get a setting already made up, which is going to be cheaper than you being able to make it up by hand, because you may not even be able to make it up by hand. So it's going to be better to buy a cast one. And providing those claws or those prongs are not repeatedly moved back and forth, there's going to be no real difference in appearance. The more you move them back and forth, the more they're likely to crack and to snap. But a fabricated prong I would always go with at the start, but if there's limitations, you can't make it, you can't get one, well then a cast setting would be the next best thing. Yes, Lou.
Okay, good. I just saw a question. Oh, Sandra said, do they confiscate it at the border if you pick it up while travelling? I don't know. I know they confiscate other things, don't they? Especially when you put them in your wife's suitcase.
In the UK...
Stones now, nothing...
Yeah, we went to Lanzarote, didn't we, a few years ago now, and we picked up some peridot in some stones up on the beach. I put them in Louise's case.
My hand luggage.
Your hand luggage.
Yeah.
And she got stopped by customs and had them taken off.
I had to open my suitcase, take out all my dirty clothes, and I didn't know where they were. He said, "Where are they?" And I was like, "I don't know," because I genuinely didn't know. And he rolled his eyes and went, "Maybe here." Obviously knew because it had gone through the scanner. I was just like, "Oh my God." Yeah.
But in the UK, we're okay. We don't have borders that way, do we? We just have England, Wales and Scotland,
Yeah.
but we're all good.
Yeah. I don't know whether you'd...
I'm sure there's got to be some limitations.
I think if you're taking big quantities, and I think, and thinking about it, Andrew, let's face it, a rock on a plane is probably classed as a weapon, isn't it? So you were a bit silly, really, to put them in anyone's suitcase, let alone mine.
I should have put it in the hold luggage, shouldn't I? Or not taking it at all.
Well, you could have just left it there.
Or not sorry, yes, not taking it at all would be the right answer. Not to have taken it at all. But there we go. But we live and learn. We won't do that again, will we?
You won't, will you?
We'll put it in my suitcase next.
Yeah, there we are. I don't know. Okay, should we have another question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lynn said lots of sea glass at West Bay near Bridport. Oh.
Mm.
Was it Charmouth? I don't think it was Charmouth, is it? The one we found?
No.
It's
not a well-known beach. You have to
now.
drive down a lane to get to it.
Yeah, there weren't many people there at all. It was a bit drizzly when we went.
You drive down a lane. I think there's only a post office and a little cafe there. And it was like a deserted area, but an area of it was slightly deserted.
It's a little village, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember it really distinctly because I had a really bad back.
Probably have doing your exercises.
Yeah,
but there was like a bit of a ramp going down into the sea, and it was all rusty and it was all derelict. It looked like there was like a holiday camp there at one stage that's all gone. But no, it was good. It was really, really good. Yes, give us another question now.
Okay. Oh, delay the ads. Okay. Oh, I've just resumed them. Delay. Thank you. Yep, fabulous. Thank you, guys. Would you discuss the height of the jeweller's table?
What table is that? Not bench?
Would you discuss the height of the... Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Most jewellers' benches are around 1 metre tall. If you look at Louise's desk there, the desk, that's like a normal height, and you can see in relation to her torso where that is. Here you can see this is in relation to mine, it's right up here. Those desks are around about, what are they, 28, 30 inches from the floor. These are normally about 36, 39 inches high. This is around about 1 metre tall. I still feel that this bench here could be a couple of inches taller for me. So my seat that I'm here, I am at the lowest, yeah? So it goes up, but this seat at its lowest, I feel that this could go down a little further. The way to know whether your bench is the right height or not is to put your forearms on the surface of the bench. And the idea is that this part here should be pretty much horizontal and parallel to the ground. So you can see with this, my arms are going down. Ideally, it should be up here. So that should be about another couple of inches higher. And that then would bring the bench peg up that little bit further to here, which stops you bending over and getting the bad back. So that is a good indication of knowing the height of the bench. Put your forearms on the bench, and these parts here from your elbow to your shoulder should be pretty much parallel with the ground. That is the way to judge the correct height. Various manufacturers have different heights. I know that this is a Durston professional bench. It's slightly larger. It's a little bit short. Louise has another one of Durston's benches downstairs, and we've raised that by about 2 inches, 2.5 inches, because it really was too low. And because these have got built-in trays underneath the back of here, you'll find that your legs can't go underneath because of the built-in shelves that are built into these. Let's have a look. So you can see that overhead, over the shoulder. Here we go. So as you can see on these benches here, we've got these shelves down here. Here we go. Where are we going, Andrew? I'm lost this camera. Here we go. So we got these shelves here, as you can see, and those shelves, as disgusting as it is, this will get in the way, and the shelf that this is on is going to be a little bit too low. So you've really got to raise that up to enable to get your legs in underneath. So forearms on the top. This should be level with the floor. Simple as that. And also, whilst I'm here, we've just created about a week ago a brand new Facebook group. Okay, it's called At the Bench Community. So go onto Facebook. If you want to join our At the Bench community, go onto Facebook, search for At the Bench Community, and ask to join. We have got some amazing people on there. We've got about 780 members on there already. We've got, who have we got? The brain is gone. Charles Luton Brain's on it. We got his wife, Nans Alland. We've got the majority of people from the Potter family. They're on there as well. We got some amazing, knowledgeable people. Linda just came in from that. She did great Facebook community. It's a great community. Everything is really positive about it. There's nothing negative about it. Everyone is posting their work. Everyone's commenting. People are asking questions.
Everyone's so lovely and supportive. Some groups, I'm a member of a couple of groups, and I don't post in them, and I just feel like
victimized,
pitiless or nasty and judgmental and kind of like condescending as well. And,
yes.
And not, most groups are lovely, but one or two, and I just think if something like that happens, it does affect your confidence and your...
Ooh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, but there's not any of that, and if there were any of that, it would be dealt with quite swiftly and promptly. Yeah, because it's a friendly, inclusive, helpful group for everybody.
It is.
You don't have to be a member of At the Bench. You can join and
just join it. Yeah. And on the overhead, I'll just very quickly show you. It is the At the Bench community. It's a private group, 790 members. As you can see, that's the heading of it. You know what it's all about.
I had an enamelling question, didn't I?
You did.
I posted that on there, and I got some really good advice. And I was posted to another group, an enamelers group, which I didn't know existed, so I joined that.
Absolutely. It's
really
cool.
Good, yeah, it's really good.
So I just put something on this morning about how to polish. We've got lots of people. David on there, Kelly's on there, Emma, us. Kerry Gregory's on it.
Yeah, Kerry. We've got Kerry.
Yvonne.
She's a world top gemologist.
Yvonne Froelich, she demonstrates for Jewellery Maker. She's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely loads and loads. There's Linda's cuff. You can see. So please join it. It
Lots
really
of support,
is.
isn't
Laura,
it? Everyone is supporting everybody else, and it's exactly what we wanted. And I wish we'd done it years ago.
Yes. So yeah. So the reason why we've done the Facebook community is that we've stopped the forum now on the At the Bench website. It wasn't getting used. People wanted a forum initially, but it hasn't been used. So we decided to stop that. Everything is still on the forum, so you can still go and look at all the questions and answers on the forum. But now The Facebook community is far better. Louise and I are on it all day, every day. We're answering people, we are posting questions, we're commenting. Everybody is really, really good and really, really lovely on this. So please do come along. I would love to try and get that up to 1,000 members over the next week or so. So please join us. If you've got any friends, share it as well. It is a lovely, lovely community. Everyone is so happy.
It's very active as well. Everybody's really active, which is absolutely amazing.
It's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yes, so please do pop over to @thebench community. It's on Facebook. We want to get as many members as we can. It's a lovely place to be. Yes, Louise, let's have another.
Good.
Question.
I didn't have a question ready. Good. Lots of hints and tips about Sealass. That's brilliant. Helena says, my bench is a 3-year-old's desk on 2 bricks. I'm very short. This is the best height. Good. Sandra says, I feel less anonymous in your Facebook group. Maybe that feeling is universal and therefore keeps people kind. Yeah. And this is what's lovely is people who see each other on the Q&A, see each other. You talk to each other on the Q&A, and now suddenly you've got another connection, which is just brilliant, isn't it?
Yes.
And like I said, any mucking about,
we will not.
It just won't be tolerated, will it? So, because I know that was the barrier that some people had for joining a Facebook group in the past. Some people had said, I just don't like groups because it's just...
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
People get nasty remarks, nasty comments. But our group is not like that.
Because Jessica's got a group, hasn't she? And that is a lovely group. Everybody is. It's nice, isn't it? And that's what made me think. Well, it doesn't have to be people being mean, because you can just nip that in the bud, can't you? And then that's that.
Yes, yes. But I just let a few people in. Thank you very much for joining up.
Brilliant.
But please do tell your friends. It's a great community. Nearly 800 members now. So
so active.
Please join. We'd love you to. Yes.
Yay! It's
good.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Good. Okay. Good. Does that mean it is not on the normal at the bench, as I do not have Facebook? Yeah, I'm afraid. Is it? There wasn't a lot of engagement, was there, on the forum on at the bench? Unfortunately.
No.
So, and it was a feature that I think was slowing down the website and causing some other little glitches. So unfortunately, it was just
something that we tried to pull the plug on.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, Facebook is like, my dad is on Facebook. He doesn't use it, but he goes on there to go on groups and run his art society. He doesn't really do anything else on there. He does post in the community group, in our village group, but he posts and he puts things controversial, but he does that under my mother's login, which is quite funny. But yeah, anyway, I'm digressing now. Yeah,
so sorry about that, but yes, you can still go on the forum on At The Bench. You can't post, you can't do anything more, but just read the archived threads and categories on there. So you can still look at it, you can still read it, but you can't post anything now. We turned it over now onto the private Facebook group. So yeah, please do join it at the bench community. We'd love you to. Yes, Lou, any more questions?
Good. Oh, Julie is loving the Facebook group. Yay! And Linda, good. Barbara says, I'm not a Facebook aficionado. How do I find the site? Barbara, drop me a line on email and I'll send you the link. And anybody else who wants the link to the group, and I can send you the link. Yeah, do have to request to join, but obviously we'll let you in. Yes.
Louise at andrewberry.co.uk. Louise then will send you a link. Or if you're on Facebook, you can go up to the top bar to the little magnifying glass and search for At The Bench Community, and it comes up and it looks something like that on a mobile anyway. There we go. We got the logo with the tools at the bench up on the top, At The Bench Community. Cool.
Linda says everyone has been a beginner at one point, so it's good to be kind and encouraging. Yeah, absolutely. And I think you can be really accomplished at one thing and need to learn about other things, can't you? It's like you don't know everything about everything.
No,
so
not at all.
No.
Yeah.
So we're all going to have questions, and we can all learn from each other, and that's the beauty of it. And there's no judgment. There's no.
Even if you wanted to know about where do I get gold plating, or does anyone know about hand engraver, it doesn't necessarily have to be about tools or anything like that. How to make, if you want to know best place to get stones findings from, just put a question in there, and said there's 800 members in there that will give you some advice.
It's fabulous. I love it. Everyone's loving it. I'm so happy about this.
I am happy with that.
Good. Okay. Fab. Julia says, I'm a web designer and the design software company I use took their forum off Facebook and onto their website. About a year later, it was back on Facebook. There we are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the way forward, isn't it?
I'm afraid
It
it
shrinks
is.
the world into one friendly spot. We are from everywhere. Amco, wait, what? Andrew does not know everything about everything.
I know a little bit about things.
You know a lot about most things, but yeah, nobody knows everything
No,
about
of course
everything,
not, no.
do they? It's,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're learning all the time.
Yeah.
Happy to help, but this is the thing. This is the thing. If without these groups, without actually people helping everybody, the trade is going to go.
Yeah. But it's like I asked about enamelling, and you don't, a lot of the time you're saying, well, just try it. Try it and see what happens. But I'm a bit like, I don't want to try it if it's not going to work, because it's wasting time, it's wasting materials. But that is the best way to learn, isn't it? Sometimes it's just try and have a go and see what happens.
Yeah.
But if somebody knows the answer, great, I'm going to want to just ask it, aren't I? Isn't that better if somebody can tell me?
You could say, I tried this, I tried that. None of it's trying to work. None of it's working. Is there a better way to do it?
Yeah, well, I have. Well, it's like I asked the question about enamelling domes.
Yes.
And I think I did it okay, but it's like, is it going to crack later on? It's questions like that, like questions, it looks okay, it seems okay. Like a lot of us worry about the longevity of our work, don't we? And is the customer going to leave with it, and is something going to happen? That's always my worry. And it's nice for somebody to just go, nope, you're fine.
Yeah.
Or actually try doing this, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counter enamel or whatever.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. But,
So it's really good.
yes.
Brilliant. Good.
Good. Helen says, have you done torch-fired enamelling rather than kiln? And if so, any tips? I've only done torch-fired so far. And I haven't really got any tips because I'm really new to it, to be honest. Like, fire from underneath, obviously. Otherwise, I think you burn the top.
Yeah.
I've got loads and loads of enamelling questions, so I'm not... Helen, join the Facebook group. And there's a couple of people who are really experienced in enamelling, and I'm sure... I think it's Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they're great, and they're so helpful.
Because you've been soldering on ear wires recently using enamelling.
That worked well. I am pleased with that. Yeah.
And you heat from underneath. The temperature's just right. You can take the torch back. This is the thing with torch firing. There is a chance that you're going to be able to burn the enamel by heating it too hot, because you don't have any sort of indication of what temperature your torch is. So you've got to be really, really careful and know what you're looking for. Whereas in a kiln, you set the kiln at a particular temperature, you get your piece, you put it in the kiln, you wait 30 seconds, a minute, however long it takes, take it out, and you know it's not going to be burnt because it goes to that set temperature. But with a torch, it's so hot, you can easily burn it. And you did burn that bit of blue, didn't you? You went on the top.
Just lost my concentration, and you're just looking at the colours and going, ooh. And then the next thing
it's
burnt.
pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you've done it by torch at the moment.
Done it by torch. I've got this soldering enamel, and to be honest, because I did a little flower, soldered the e-wire on with soldering enamel, and I don't know why I expected the whole thing to collapse under the enamelling fire, but
no,
it didn't.
No.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Good. I'm letting people in the group.
Okay, good.
Come on, one member to get 800. We've got 799. Let's make it 800 by the end of the afternoon, shall we?
Lovely. Where are we? Nice to be able to get ideas of what to try building on the shoulders of giants. There's always something I really like about the Q&A. That's always also something I really like about the Q&As and workshops. They are very inspiring. Yeah,
800.
I find that too.
Yay.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone.
Cool. Okay, good. It's easy. Is it easy to burn, but you do learn quickly? Yeah, well, we've actually got a kiln, so I should try them I can't get to the kiln at the moment because we need to tidy up that room.
Yes.
Donald, what do you mean by soldering enamel? So if you're going to enamel something, you need to do your soldering operations first, because once the enamel is fired and that's done, you can't do any soldering after that, because you're going to apply heat to the enamel and you can have all sorts of problems then. So you need to do your soldering operations first, but you need a solder which is not going to flow again with the heat of the firing of the enamel. So you need a high melting point solder, which is a specific soldering enamel, which I got from Cookson's.
Yeah, solder. Yeah, it's just enamelling solder.
It's like a hard, isn't it?
It melts, because you got easy. In fact, you got extra easy, but that's not hallmarking quality. You have easy.
Is it not?
No, there's not enough silver in it.
Okay.
Because there's too much alloy in it to make the melting point lower.
Okay.
So you have an extra easy, you have an easy, you have a medium, you have a hard, and then you have enamelling. So
is it just extra hard, or is there anything else different about it? Because I did notice once I think I did when I was trying to clean it. I was heating and quenching, and I overheated, and the enamel like seemed a little bit brittle.
What, the enamelling solder?
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be something I'd done to it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
So enamelling grade solder melts at a higher point than hard, but obviously it melts at a temperature that when you are kiln enamelling, the enamel doesn't get to. So there's no chance of your previous soldering joints falling apart.
But they was fine with the torch as well. I just didn't go, hell for leather on it.
And you learn very quickly, don't you?
Yeah, and it was okay.
Yeah.
So I've had a little bit of success, but I don't want to get carried away.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. People joining. Thank you, everyone who's joining. Brilliant.
Good.
Excellent. Do you have another question?
Yes, I'm just going to put another delay on the ads. Oh, resume delay. Oh, no. Delay. Okay, good. I think we're up to date with the questions.
Good.
Has anybody got a question? I do love enamelling though. I just think it's so exciting. It's just such a cool way to add colour.
It being a powder, and then it like turns slightly glistening, then it turns like orange peel, then it just completely flows. Really love it. Yeah. Excellent.
When you do a tour through Bulgari's new production plant, show us some of that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I didn't know about the solder. I just avoided any cell that needed soldering. Yeah, it's. I think it's just called enamel solder.
Enamel grade solder.
Because I just put some earring posts on my little flowers that I'd made. That was the cup.
Yes.
Shape. And it does take them kind of like quite far, doesn't it? So you don't. I suppose you could melt them quite easily.
Yes.
So you don't want to go in too hot too fast. Yeah.
But no, it's good. It works well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So next thing I have to try is using the kiln.
Yes.
Have the kiln, have a few bits and pieces there, put it in, bring it back out. Yeah.
Hopefully that's going to give it. I don't know. I suppose it would. What I like about the torch is you can see. It's just, I don't know, it just feels quite controlled.
But there's lots of enamels that you cannot overheat because they will turn different colours. And they will
Is that probably what I've done with my...
okay. Yes, there are some that will do that, yeah.
Good. Okay. David says, lovely necklace, Louise. Oh, I got this one on. Yeah, just made two, but in silver. Yeah, I think this is a watch chain, an antique watch chain.
It is an actual chain, that one,
So this was, one of my vintage... in my vintage range, which I couldn't bear to part with. So, I do wear this quite a lot actually.
You don't want to scrap that.
You couldn't, I couldn't. I might sell it one day, not today. What are your thoughts on 3D printed jewellery to silver cast?
It's horses for courses, isn't it? This is. There's nothing wrong with it. We have made up some rings ourselves using 3D design, and it's okay. If you're making something by hand, you can see it, you can feel it, you can see the clearance, you can see, is that claw too big, too thick for the stone? Is the distance between the galleries of the setting just right? Are they too close? No, you just move them apart. So a lot of what you do, you don't actually measure, but you do by sight and seeing the distances in relation to the metal in actual size. You can touch it, you can turn it around, you can feel it, and that is what I like. I like that ability to look at a piece of metal, shape it, file it, bend it, solder it. Is it right? Okay, it does have its minor imperfections, whereas if you do something on the computer screen, you may think 1 mil thick there for the claws. You may have the galleries. You may it, and I've done it. I've made settings that look really, really good on screen. When I've sent it off to the caster, they come back and go, it's never going to work. The distance between here is too small. You're trying to do this. It looks great. If the tolerances are just too fine, it's never going to come out. So you do get the discrepancies when it comes to that. If you are making a ring, especially in 3 design, you start off with the ring builder of a specific size and you create your shank, you create your setting, you can create whatever you wanted to and have it as a specific size. And you can save that. You can reload it back into the program. You can change the ring size to a different size and it'll move and create everything around it then to accommodate that particular ring size. Whereas if you had a master with one size and you wanted to resize, say, a flat top signet ring smaller, that flat top of the signet ring will be slightly curved. Or if you want to make it excuse me, slightly bigger, you've got to adjust it so the head will be slightly concave. So that would be the problem. But if you're making up a range of jewelry, or if you want to make up a signet ring in a size J, it looks great. But now you want to make up that signet ring in a size X, you can put the size in and it'll do everything around it, so it'll be perfect for a size X. Its ability to do that is brilliant, but I still like to make things by hand so I can see distances and tolerances and see the metal in relation to a stone and so forth. It's very difficult on 3 design. Plus, you may think it looks great on the screen, but it's going to be too big, it's going to be too heavy. Again, on 3 design that we use, you can work out the actual weight of a piece from it, and you can produce renderings, and you can do 3D shape, and you can have all, it looks brilliant. But I don't think it'll ever replace actual physical handmade. And this is where the future lies, in physically making something by hand, not just doing it on the screen and clicking a button and getting it printed. That's my opinion. Yes, Louise.
Good. Kevin has said, where is good to source gems, and would you think moissanite is a good starter gem to practice setting with?
I'll let you carry on with that.
I think moissanite is a good thing to
Practice
set
on?
because
Yeah.
it's hard and it's durable, isn't it?
It's not the cheapest of gems.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the cheapest, it's not the dearest though, is it? I
No.
would probably go with CZ
Yes.
or CZ to practice with.
Yeah, definitely. When you do practice on CZs, the girdles tend to be quite thick. We've got a whole load that I've been using over the last few days, and the girdle is really, really thick compared to a diamond, for instance.
They're
It's like
generally
3-4
consistently
times.
sized, aren't they? Because the machine cuts, so
Exactly.
they're quite reliable.
Yes, that's the
Predictable.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, evenly cut stones.
Yes.
Or if you didn't want CZ, you could have a synthetic.
Diamonds?
No, I was going to say a synthetic sapphire or ruby,
Yeah.
because they're really quite inexpensive, aren't they? They're quite affordable, and yeah, they are quite hard, aren't they?
Yep.
Not as hard as moissanite.
No.
But yeah, might be a good one.
And where'd you buy them from?
Probably Wards.
In the UK, AE Ward.
AE Wards.
They're very good. There are lots of other stone companies out there that I don't feel are as good as AE Ward. They're a bit more sort of good on the line of crystals and things like that. Just really depends on what you're after, isn't it?
Yeah, we generally tend to use Wards for
And
things
service
like
is
that.
good.
Yeah.
Matching stones come back the next day.
Yeah, they're just great. They're helpful. They're fast. They're just
Yeah.
That's just our go-to.
Yeah. So yeah, AE Ward in Hatton Garden.
I've just discovered Desert Creek Rocks.
Yes.
And I think the lady's name is Jill, and she does Aurora Opal, which I think is a person-created opal, person-created material.
Yeah.
And like a composite turquoise as well,
Composite,
that kind
yes.
of thing. And she does the pool ball stones. And I found out that's like 20 minutes from here.
It is.
So, yeah.
We're going to try and get together, aren't we?
Yeah, I was really excited when I heard that. So, yes, Desert Creek Rocks. And I made a ring with a Mojave. Have I said that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mojave turquoise, which is like a composite turquoise stone. And I just love the stone.
Nice, isn't it?
So, yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, just thought I'd put that in there. But yeah, that's generally where we go for our
and they
like
were
faceted
Desert Creek Rocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's more cabs and like funky shaped stones.
And where's that on Insta?
Instagram. There's a website as well. Yeah, she did like a fried egg, Aurora opal stone, which I missed out on. I need to get some of them because they were really cool. So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
have a look anyway. She is on Insta.
Good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Excellent.
Just really, really cool, fun stuff. Good.
Should we stop it there? 5:05?
No, because we were late, so we've got another 5 minutes out of you, please. What is the 3D design program?
What do I use?
Yeah.
So we use 3 Design. It's called 3 Design. If you're in the UK and you want to look up 3 Design, I think they are a French company. I think it's part of a Graphigraph French company, but it's available all over the world. There are different levels of software. We got the top range software that we can do everything that we want with it. We can produce STL files that you send off to our casters to get items printed. So there's 3 Design. You can find out more by going to Sierra Consultancy. And the lady there is a lady called Pooja, isn't it? Pooja, okay? Sierra Consultancy, 3 Design. There are lots of software companies out there. You've got Matrix, you've got Rhino Gold, you've got lots out there. All not cheap. I think 3 Design, you can pick it up for about 3,000, but it's limited in what you can output. And there's a 3 Design Atelier, and there's another version above that as well. Likewise with Matrix, likewise with Rhino. There is something out that we are going to be looking into, and it's a design program called Pencil. It's available, I think it is available, it's like a drag and drop. You drag a set in, you drag a shank, you drag a stone, and it's actually all online. It's a monthly subscription for that. We have been in contact with the founders of that particular company, and we are going to be able to be getting a few weeks worth to have a play around with it, to see if it's any good, to see if it rivals these sort of companies. I don't think it will, but it's a great way of being able to drag things onto the screen, and then you can rotate it and it looks like an actual piece of jewelry, whereas sometimes with 3 Design and Matrix it doesn't quite. So that's something that's called Pencil, Pencil. We're going to be looking at that over the next few months, so stay tuned for more information on that. Yes, Lou, anything else we need to say?
Good. How far did we get?
Oh, I don't know.
They just sent me a email of a piece. Okay,
Nice.
should we... 1 second. Oh, hang on, my computer's doing strange things. What am I doing? What am I looking for? What's my name? Oh.
Oh.
I love it.
Can I show it?
Let me just get the details out.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Please do.
Awesome. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at we're bidding this on something on an auction. So that's the reason why I've got this on at the moment.
Okay, right. Look at this.
I got it on.
So now, is this cloisonné or is this champlevé? Because
don't know.
there's a difference, isn't there?
Yes, I can't remember my
I can't remember the difference.
my enamelling techniques, I'm afraid.
David, is it champlifé or is it cloisonné? It's beautiful. Look at that. How lush.
It is lush, isn't it?
So,
Yeah,
so
can we zoom in
clever.
on it?
I can.
Wow, that is amazing. Who made that?
David.
Wow,
David Thing.
that is
Oh,
amazing.
plique jour. Yes, so that's like a window effect, isn't
yes.
it? Stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I can see now, yeah. Wowee, I love it. How long did that take you to make?
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That's so beautiful.
Gorgeous. Wow, I'm impressed. Very good.
See, if I made something like that, I could never part with it. I couldn't.
No, I know. That's lush, isn't it?
It's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
really good.
Well, we've got a minute and a half before the ads come back, so I think we
Your
might...
lot is on next.
Right,
after this
okay.
one.
We have to go. Okay.
Fair warning on lot number 14. It's an actual, not eBay, it's an actual. Oh,
Okay.
Right, we're on now.
Okay. All right then, you guys.
All right, everyone, love you and leave you. We're not here next Monday. It's a bank holiday here in the UK. So, oh, that's a better one. Look on me instead. So, yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah,
We're winning
okay.
at the moment. Good. Everyone take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Keep an eye out on socials and keep an eye out for Louise's experiments when it comes to enameling. Please do. Everyone, Louise, say goodbye.
Bye.
Everyone, all take care. We'll let you know the outcome of our auction that's going on at the moment. Everyone, take care. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you soon. Bye.